Right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, there's this crazy spot that has puzzled sailors, pilots, and scientists for over a century: the Bermuda Triangle. Ships have vanished without a trace, planes have disappeared out of nowhere, and countless people have simply never been found. The first recorded incident goes all the way back to 1918 when the USS Cyclops, a huge Navy ship carrying over 300 men and tons of cargo, just vanished. No distress signals, no debris, nothing at all. In the years that followed, dozens of planes and boats met similar fates. One of the most talked about cases is Flight 19, a squadron of 5 U.S. Navy bombers that disappeared during a training mission in 1945. Rescue planes sent to find them also went missing, which only deepened the mystery. Over the years, scientists have tried to make sense of these disappearances with some pretty wild theories. Sudden storms, rogue waves taller than skyscrapers, magnetic anomalies messing with compasses, and even methane gas eruptions from the ocean floor that could sink ships in an instant. But honestly, these explanations don't cover the sheer number of incidents or the strange patterns people have noticed. Some researchers point out that this area has way more missing ship reports compared to other ocean spots, and the disappearances often happen when the weather is calm. Of course, legends and wild speculation have added fuel to the fire. Some folks believe the Bermuda Triangle is home to a portal to another dimension or that aliens are snatching people up. Others think ancient civilizations like Atlantis left behind some hidden tech that now causes chaos in these waters. Eyewitness accounts just add to the mystery. Sailors have reported seeing weird lights in the sky, compasses going haywire, and thick fog that pops up and vanishes in seconds. Even with all the modern navigation tech, ships and planes still run into unexplained problems in this area, and the stories of disappearing vessels keep capturing people's imaginations. So what do you think? Is the Bermuda Triangle just a myth, or is there something really dangerous lurking beneath those calm waters? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that like button so you don't miss any of my awesome videos. Now let's dive deeper into this watery mystery. You ever heard of the Bermuda Triangle? It's this spooky area in the Atlantic Ocean where a bunch of ships and planes have vanished without a trace. We're talking about an area roughly between Florida, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. But why does this place have such a scary reputation? Well, because since the 19th century, tons of ships have disappeared here, especially around the Bahamas. The most famous case was back in 1918 when a U.S. Navy coal ship called the Cyclops vanished along with its 300-plus crew members. There were no signs of a storm or any trouble until they were suddenly gone. But that was just the beginning. Flight 19 happened in December 1945. 5 U.S. Navy bombers took off from Florida for a training flight. They were supposed to fly over the Bahamas and be back in no time. But guess what? They never came back. What's creepy is that rescue planes sent out to find them also vanished. It's like the Bermuda Triangle had a big appetite that day. The worst part is no one knows what happened to either the planes or the people inside. And that's just one story in a long list of disappearances that have kept people guessing for centuries. Why do you think so many ships and planes vanish without a trace in the Bermuda Triangle? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. But while you're at it, hit that like button so you don't miss any of my awesome videos. Now, you're probably wondering why this spot in the ocean has been giving people fits for so long. Well, let me break it down for you. This area is like a big plate of spaghetti. See, there's this thing called the Gulf Stream. It's like a super strong current that carries stuff from the Gulf of Mexico all the way up to New England. Then it turns around and comes back down again. And in the middle of this round trip, it's got a little helper called the North Atlantic Current. These currents basically work together to mix up the water in the whole area. Think of it like a giant ocean blender. But here's the kicker. They also bring in water from two spots: the cold Labrador Current coming from the north and the warm Guinea Current coming from the south. When these different water types meet, they can cause some seriously wild weather. Storms, high winds, thick fog, and giant waves, all of which are not the best conditions for sailing or flying. Talk about a recipe for disaster. And to make things even trickier, the seafloor in the Bermuda Triangle has a nasty habit of shaking things up. There are all these underwater volcanoes and places where the ocean floor randomly drops off into deep trenches. This adds an extra layer of danger for ships and planes because it messes with things like gravity and magnetism. It's like Mother Nature's way of keeping things unpredictable. So if you're sailing or flying in the Bermuda Triangle, just remember, you're in for a wild ride. The Bermuda Triangle has been a hot topic for a long time. People have come up with all kinds of ideas to explain why so many ships and planes go missing there. And I mean, some of these theories are seriously out there. Magnetic anomalies. Some folks say the Earth's magnetic field gets all messed up in the Bermuda Triangle. That means compasses can go crazy and GPS systems can get confused, leading ships off course and into trouble. And don't forget about those pesky rogue waves. They're like the ocean's way of saying, surprise, by popping up out of nowhere and sinking ships that get in their way. Then there's the methane gas theory. It goes like this. Under the ocean floor in the Bermuda Triangle, there's a whole bunch of methane gas bubbling up. When it hits the surface, it can form these huge bubbles that mess with the water's density. And guess what? Ships can get stuck in those bubbles, making them almost impossible to find. Tall tales. Legends and myths play a big part in the Bermuda Triangle story. People started talking about a mysterious lost city of Atlantis located in the triangle. If you've heard of Atlantis before, you know it's this legendary place that sank beneath the sea. Some folks even say that advanced civilizations lived in the Bermuda Triangle before their cities were swallowed by the ocean. They're talking about stuff like pyramids, roads, and other cool stuff that's hidden under the water. And then there are the stories about alien activity. Yes, aliens. Some people believe that aliens have crashed spaceships in the Bermuda Triangle, or maybe they're reusing it as a secret hangout spot. Hey, I'm just here to share the stories. I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think. So whether it's magnetic mysteries, methane mayhem, or mythical cities, there's no shortage of theories trying to explain the weird stuff that goes down in the Bermuda Triangle. It's like a never-ending game of ocean-based clue. And while we haven't figured out the real reason for all these disappearances, we've learned a thing or two about the ocean thanks to the Bermuda Triangle. Scientists and explorers have been diving into the depths, uncovering fascinating stuff like coral reefs, shipwrecks, and even underwater volcanoes. Who knows what other secrets the Bermuda Triangle is hiding? Maybe one day we'll solve the mystery once and for all. But until then, the legends and theories will keep us guessing. And hey, that's half the fun, right? Thanks for joining me on this journey into the great unknown. Remember, the ocean is full of surprises, and the Bermuda Triangle just might be the biggest one of all. If you love this adventure, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thrilling tales. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. The world is full of wonders, and I can't wait to show you more. And yeah, if you want me to make more videos uncovering secrets of the world, write it in the comments.